Hey, welcome back to the Disrespected Fathers podcast. And we got a couple of things to cover. We're in a hurry today. So if you haven't, hit the like, hit the notifications, and come in and comment and tell us about your feelings and come in and tell us where you're from, mostly. Um, we've had a rough couple of weeks and things aren't going the way that they should. But with God having our back, we're gonna be fine. So I mean, it's okay to worry. It's okay to panic. It's okay to be in a state of confusion. Uh, but God got our back. We're gonna be fine. Um, we're gonna talk about why kids don't have no manners. And first of all, like I said, it's been a very, 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 very trying uh, couple of days. We lost my childhood heroes, two of my childhood heroes, uh, and then we lost Ozzy Osbourne, who I've heard from people. I grew up on Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm sorry um, for the Osbourne family. Let me say that, and uh, we lost the immortal Hulk Hogan. Um, I see a lot of people, you know, with that, a lot of people tap dancing on his grave, saying that he, you know, warranted a lot of this disrespect and with his racism. True, but he did. He did do that. Uh, but at the same time, I don't want us disrespecting, you know, ourselves and putting ourselves on that level. You can't kick somebody while they're down. You know, it was evil what he said. It was dirty what he said, and he's gonna have to pay for that. You know, and before the show ends, I'll give y'all a quick Hulk Hogan story, a true story. And so he's going to that ring in the sky. Meanwhile, uh, lost somebody that I revered so much as a kid, and God knows I wanted to be like Malcolm Jamal Warner so bad. We lost a hero. I wanted to be that guy so bad. I was my three role models as a kid were Damon Wilson, aka Lamont Sanford from Sanford and Son, um, Todd Bridges, Willis from Different Strokes. I just wanted to be like those guys. And lastly, Malcolm Jamal Warner. And I'm not joking. This guy got me through so many foster homes when I was a kid. He got me through so many things. He don't even realize it. I look forward to Thursday night seeing my role model on television every Thursday night. That's how I depressed and got back to school talking about what Theo did the night or the day after, you know. So my heart, dear brother Malcolm, I love you. I'm definitely gonna miss you. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for giving me this confidence. With all that being said, we're going to talk about why kids don't have manners and have shame in their repertoire as being a human being. A lot of them don't have this. If when you were growing up, if you're a 60s, 70s, and 80s baby, in some extents, first part of the 90s, some of them have manners, some of them don't. Most of them don't. I'm not going to give them all that because I have all my kids were basically born in the 90s. All my kids were basically born in the 90s. I have one that was born in 2004. Uh, but they don't have manners. My son, very respectful when he's around his dad. My daughter, my oldest daughter, not so much. And I don't, you know, I don't approve of that because I was raised to have humility, respect, and chivalry no matter where I go. I'm a Southern gentleman. And a lot of people, when Malcolm Jamal Warner passed, and I was upset. I was upset and I was like, what the hell, like, dang, Malcolm Jamal Warner passed. I'm like, wow, I'm like in a state of shock. And, there's this one little girl. Who the hell is Malcolm Jamal Warner? Who is that? Does it really matter who he is? Does it matter? All you need to do is understand is this guy was somebody important to a lot of people. Show some respect. Show some respect. They're not shame or nothing. Did you see the girl that got kicked off the airplane for wearing a bathrobe, a bonnet, and some boy shorts to the airport? And they all wanted to fight the airline staff because she couldn't get on. No shame. No shame. This is what you are being raised, and this is who are raising your kids. Who's raising these kids? When you were in the 80s and the 70s, in the 90s, you dressed accordingly. On a cruise, you dressed accordingly. You didn't come out your mouth to challenge authority when it didn't need to be challenged. You respect and move on. You respected the code and moved on. You people, you kids are your own worst problem when it comes to when it comes to getting things done. You can't get things done simply because you don't know or understand manners, shame, humility. You don't understand that. It's nobody's fault but yours. It's nobody's fault but yours. I'll even go a step further. It's the people who's raising you fault. It's their fault. You've been brought up in this privileged world, and what I like to call it, the participation trophy world. Just because you're a part of something, you're supposed to get a trophy for it. And you're not supposed to get just a team trophy. You're supposed to get the best team trophy. Make that make sense to me. When I didn't get MVP, and it was very seldom that I didn't get these awards. It was very seldom that I didn't. When I didn't get them, it only made me work harder. It only got me up more upset and make me work harder to beat that person. That was my competition. Y'all don't have no competition these days. Y'all think competition is is the anti. I don't want to say antichrist, but y'all think competition is the enemy. Competition ain't the enemy. When somebody challenges you, when somebody challenges you, oh, you don't want that. You're supposed to go and get it. You're supposed to go and get it. You're supposed to have it. You're supposed to have it without anybody challenging you. That's that's why your minds are being poisoned. And y'all not even seeing it. You got poisoned minds these days. Your minds are poisoned because you don't understand competition is a part of life. Respect is a part of life. Being humility, being humility is a part of life. Excuse me, humility is a part of life. You guys don't have shame. You simply don't have shame. Otherwise, some of you kids that are out here begging and uh, wanting people to do something for you, if you had any shame, you'd get up and go get a job. You get up and go try to find a job. You get up and go do all these things. But you have no shame and you want people to take care of you that don't have to take care of you. What did I say that was wrong? I ain't say nothing that was wrong. These kids today are being raised by people that have no shame or think that just because they are of a certain caliber, they ain't supposed to be challenged. They're not supposed they're supposed to get what they want. Excuse me, they're supposed to get what they want without working for it. I ain't never been that type of person. I've always wanted to work for everything that I got. It just feels better. This generation ain't gonna understand it. And I hate using the word generation when it comes to divide, when it comes to giving them excuses for the way they act. Y'all could not be born, y'all could not have been born in my era. Y'all could not have been born in the 50s and 60s because you would have got none of this would be happening. None of this would be happening. This would not happen. You won't be cursing out old people. You won't be disrespectful in public. You won't be doing none of this. My problem is I'm trying to understand. But then again, I'm not because I kind of feel where we went wrong. We went wrong by removing butt whoopings out of the house. We went wrong with doing that. We went wrong for diagnosing every problem that a child has and putting them on medicine. This is just an excuse for him to get their way. I'm not buying it. I'm not saying all kids don't need it. I'm not buying all these different diagnoses and stuff like these mental hospitals and stuff that want to put kids on medicine. That I just think that there's their mothers and whoever's raising them way to get money off of them, but not realizing, or they may be realizing that they're destroying their kid, but they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. You rather have temporary money than have a lifelong healthy child. I don't understand it, bro. I don't. I really don't understand it one bit. I want to thank everybody for stopping in and checking on me. We have a busy day, so we're not going to be too long. I got a couple of questions that I need to read. Um, somebody asked me to read a couple of questions, so that's what we'll do. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I read that one, but I'll go back over it. Um, where do you think we have went wrong as a society for raising our kids? That's a good question. I think we answered it. Like I said earlier, we went wrong when we removed spankings out of the house. Uh, there a should be a waiver somewhere to where, hey, this is my child, and if my child ain't acting right, I have the right to tear him down or her down the way I see fit. You know, there should be no reason as to where my child come in from school and then attack the teacher. I shouldn't be able to tear him or her down. I have this saying: from my house to the schoolhouse, that's the no game zone. I don't care what you do outside of that, long as you're not getting in any trouble or hurting anybody. From my house to the schoolhouse is the no play zone. Yes, yes. From my house to the schoolhouse, that's the no play zone. We got time enough for one more question. All right. How do you handle hot tempered children? I handle them with, you know, meeting them with their own energy, meeting them with their own energy. Like, for instance, I have a youth academy that I'm about to start up, but I have a youth foundation. Let me say that I have a youth foundation, and we're working on getting it up and running to the fullest here in a minute. And my um, my philosophy is I'm gonna meet you with that same energy because you don't scare me. You're not you're a child under me. You don't scare me. But I meet them like this. I was like, okay, you got that energy like that. Come on, let's go down here. Let's go down here to the boxing ring. Let's go on over here to the boxing ring. If you want to fight so bad, I'm finna put you on some gloves and we finna get in this ring and I'm finna go get one of my homeboys from the hood to square up with you. That's what we do. You want to debate? Let's see you debate with these people in the military. Let's see you debate with them. Let's see you debate with the scared straight people. Let's see you go to a prison or something and debate with them. Hmm. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank y'all for joining and tuning in. I really appreciate you. We're in a rush. Sorry we're so late today, but uh, thank y'all for joining, and we'll see you on the next show. This has been the Disrespected Fathers Podcast, signing out.